Hello there, I'm the Biz Manager and welcome back to Timberborn. Now, today we are experiencing a drought, but that's not really something to worry about. We have plenty of water to survive, so that is going to be okay. Um, let's continue on to work on the things that we were doing previous, and today I would love to be able to get into the explosives factory. For that we must first finish the metal grind, I believe, the shredder, um, over on District 2. And before I do that, let me just put this floodgate over there before I forget. There we go. Now, this thing is yet far from complete, but it shouldn't be too much longer now. Yeah, just a couple of logs and planks, and all of it will be done shortly. So I think we can start transferring a few workers over here. We still have, let's see, 4 extra worker capacity. Do we have any unemployed over here? We do. So let's start by selecting the population over here, send for that way, and migrate. Cool. Now, unfortunately, our production. You homeless? You homeless, son? Why? Why are you sleeping out there? Hunger and thirsty. There, there is food and water to drink. What? Okay. I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with him, but okay. Never mind. In any case, guys, like I said, today I would like to get into explosives so we can start shaping the world around us. That's pretty much the late game, so we are closing in on getting pretty much everything done. Another thing that I would like to do is to replace some of these potatoes with wheat and start grinding that and turning it into bread. So those will be the two things I will focus on today. Okay, so another drought survived. That is nice. Now, I'm going to start building a few things over on this way because I want to start preparing myself for some future construction. We are going to build another district somewhere close to this area. I don't know if I'm going to be able to construct these things over here. I don't know if this is farther away. Yeah, my beavers can no longer build this. That was to be expected. Can make this path, and then we'll make a small district, a working district over here, so that we can build some more dams in this area. Okay, but that's a project for the future. Right now I am focusing on that dynamite, and for that I have built 2 paper mills. These are going to provide the paper that we need. Now, if you are wondering why I built them like this, it's because, let me show you, they don't connect to power on the entirety of the building. There we go. You see the loom, the paper loom? It does not connect to power. You see? If I go like this, it is connected. Like this, it is connected. Well, we cannot build it like that because we need a street connection, but like that it is not. So I could not attach this one to get power. I know I could do, this for example, but this is as good as, because now we have 3 additional slots for 3 more industrial thingies if we so want to, but right now there is no point because we are on the limit of the power that we can produce. In fact, this is going to push us over the limit a little bit, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Oh, look at that. Those 2 things are built. Now we are only missing a couple of planks, and after that we can already put this one down. That is going to connect to power. Everything else is connected. Great. And in here, oh, we need the scrap metal. We need the metal. I forgot. Now let's take a look. What is the closest connection? What? Really? Closest connection is right there? Okay. That is unfortunate. I have to build this as well, but okay. Scavenger flags. Right so and right so. Pretty sure that is still connected to the district. Let's just double check. Yes, it is. And these two things will be able to take all of the scrap metal that we need from those ruins and convert it into metal blocks. So now we just need that scrap metal and we'll be good to go. Slowly but steadily, I am replacing all the potatoes with wheat. Eventually, we'll have all of this will be wheat production. Of course, that I have to be mindful and place the wheat where the potatoes were before they have time to plant them. It's very disconcerting work to do because they can be quite fast at planting these crops. Come on. Now I'm also going to replace all of these with potatoes, all of these carrots, but because you know there is so much stuff going around, they usually don't get to do this. Oh, damn! You see, that wasn't fast enough. They don't get to do these carrots that often. Now the population in here is starting to die off. They are getting pretty old. These guys. They are the first to set foot in here. So I think at least a couple of breeding pods, given that this is going to be a more permanent place. I want to give them something so that they can reproduce themselves. Nothing to do in range. How come? Yeah, all the trees are gone. That's why I'm also building a forester in here. And more housing, because we are also going to need to build, where it is, labor. Let's slow down a little bit. And you guys are over here. We are going to need to build one of these, a distribution point. Now this thing is quite bulky, but I will build somewhere around here. It doesn't really matter where too much. You can build it over here, but that's fertile land at least when there is no droughts. You can build it, for example, over here. It fits in here perfectly, so we can do several things with it. The most important one is to actually build some more storage. So, oops, I'm missing one square over there. Let's go like this. Let's put some storage over here, like this. Then let's connect this way, and in the storage we will put everything that is not food, like planks, gears, construction materials in general. That way is going to be close enough to the distribution point, which should save them some work, you know. Now over here, let me see. These are relatively new, they have been built recently, and they haven't generated too much scrap just yet, but the shredder is almost ready, and we already are producing enough power for it to be, you know, efficient. So all we need is a few more workers over on this side, and we'll be golden. Oh, look at it. Our shredder is operational. Well, not really operational, there is no metal inside of it just yet, but soon will be. Let's see, how much metal do I have stored in here? A little bit. Once this gets full, the workers will take the materials and they will deposit them somewhere around here. Let's see, I think I have one thing over here. Yeah, they either going to deposit them over here or they are going to deposit them in the shredder. In any case, soon we will have metal production, and that's why I have the distribution point over here, so that we can grab some of these unemployed beavers that we have laying around, that I transferred in here on purpose, to transfer the metal that we are going to get back to our main colony, so it can be utilized in our industrial area. Hopefully that is going to be done relatively soon, given that we have all the infrastructure ready to go. Also, this is all the wheat that I'm going to get for now, given that I still don't have wheat production capabilities. For now, this is going to be it. Wheat over here, potatoes over there. But where am I going to process the wheat? You may ask, and that's a fair question. I am thinking about processing the wheat somewhere around here. Because it's relatively close, and we have all of these warehouses over here that are going to store that food. So let's see. Let's see. What do we have? We have to unlock this, but we have so many science points. We can. Let's go on a unlocking spree. Okay, let's unlock pretty much everything that we can. Unlock that. Unlock that. Still have 400 points. I don't think I'm going to be using that, but sure. Okay, I think that's enough. That felt nice. In any case, these thingies over here, they require power. 60 horsepower to be exact. An engine is capable of producing 200. It's not going to be exact. We are going to be missing 4 horsepower. 40, I mean. But we are going to make 4 of these to process all of these wheat. Oh, I forgot to unlock the engine, which was of the utmost importance. But we still don't have the materials, so that's fine. Um, hmm. Okay then. I suppose that I will build that once I know how big the engine is. Well, well, well. Another drought incoming. I think at this point of the game we are not too concerned with them. Only later in the game, once the droughts start to go into the 10 days and 12 days, do they pose any threat? Now, let's take a look at this, because there is plenty of housing being built. These things are pretty tall. Look at them! Look how tall these things are. These things are 4 blocks high. Jesus, and the other ones? The large barracks? They are huge! They are bigger than warehouses. Than large warehouses, that's just incredible. Okay. I think we'll be able to place a lot of beavers in a very small area. Okay guys, so our distribution point over here is done. I forgot to put... The moment I start talking, I remembered, I forgot to put one of these. Now, I want to put this one relatively close to the industrial area, but it doesn't need to be right on top of it. Over there is just fine. Now, we go over here, we add a new route. I said we add a new route, and we bring... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Metal blocks. Here we go. Now we need to come over here and set some limits. Metal blocks, metal blocks. I want to have a minimum of 20 metal blocks. There we go. That way they should be, they should keep on bringing that over here. Now, for power, let's unlock the engine, because we now have the science. The science! This thing is not small. Let's put it like that. Oh, here it goes. A drought has started. I even had forgot about that. This is an 8-day drought, however. Things might get complicated. But in any case, let's build the engine right there. And then let's go into the food department, because we already have some wheat in store, as we can see over there, and these should be almost ready to go as well. So we go into the food, and we need the grist mill, right? And we need 4 of these. Now, should I put them in the straight line? I don't think so. I think I should go and do something like this. There we go. 4 of them. We need a path. There we go. Okay, now, how am I gonna transfer power to this thing? Well, I mean, quite obviously. We don't need to go through there. And build another path, please. Like this. There we go. Then a straight shot. Wait, where is the Oops. My bad. I didn't notice where the power output was. This is the correct orientation. And this is what we want. There we go. that engine will provide these grist mills with all the power that they are going to need. Well, not all, but 80% of the power they are going to need, and that's good enough. I'm going to be honest with you guys, this city is taking ridiculous proportions. I don't even care how much housing I am creating. At this point, I just want to make this as big as I possibly can. This is pretty much, well, we are verging on the limit of population that my computer can handle. At around 250 to 300 is the maximum, and that's global. So, yeah, just in here I have 169 thingies, and I'm on the verge of adding much, much more. Just look at this. Ridiculous. Oh my god. And I have intentions on connecting all of these rooftops somehow. I don't know how yet, but somehow. Now, this might not look very efficient, and it is not. It is not super efficient to have the storage all the way up here. But this is going to be food storage for all this wheat, flour, potatoes, so it's not super far. And truth be told, in this game I found out that efficiency is not that important. Brute force can do most of the things sometimes. It is all about how the blocks connect to each other. It's almost like playing Tetris with buildings. Well, this drought is almost over, and well, we haven't exactly faced too many problems just yet. I just open up the this floodgate, and well, I know we just lost most of our water. Let's open up everything and let the water flow. Okay, so we still have 1.5 days, but hey, if we really run into trouble, we can always siphon water from the lake. That's why we built it over there. But soon we will want to start thinking upstream. Once again, that's why this is here, but it's something for the future. Explosives must come first because we are going to need them to do a few things in our in here. So yeah, let's see. I only transferred 9 metal blocks yet. Oh boy, this is taking its sweet time. How are things over here? I might need to, well, during a drought there is no power, so there is no production of scrap metal. So yeah, that's kind of understandable. We might need to wait a little bit. And another drought survived. There we go, we can now raise this up to its standard level. The water should fill up relatively fast. And things can go back to normal. Now this thingy over here has been slowly but steadily increasing. Now one thing that I wish we had was a copy-paste for settings. Because, well, all of these settings have to be done manually. And in here we want food, we don't want anything else. This is to be our major food storage, so we never starve again. So yeah, I have to set all of these manually every single time. And it's a tad bit annoying when you decide to go for a bajillion warehouses like we did over here. There is a lot of small and big warehouses over there, and all of them had to be set manually. That's a tad bit annoying, but oh well. Now, water flow hasn't yet been restored, so no metal has been produced just yet, but pretty much everything is all... Oh, forgot to do that connection over here. There we go. Decided to add a few more housing, and they also have breeding pods. So this population should start growing, even if it is just slowly, to support its newly found industry. And another thing that we are going to build over here is we are going to go into labor, and we are going to build hauling posts. Because, you know, it is nice to have someone to help out around here. Now, where am I gonna build you? Look at it going, even though it is times 3 speed. Let's reduce it so we can have a look at its animation. It's really nice. We are shredding all of that metal and turning it into blocks. Because of the drought, this worker had nothing else to do, so he stockpiled on the scrap metal. And, what are you carrying? Ooh, scrap metal. Nice. And they are supplying it over there. And once this hauling post is done, The workers from here will transfer the scrap from the gatherers all the way to the shredder, and they will also take the blocks from the shredder into the distribution point. So this process will all be sped up. We can actually see the haulers going back and forward, and the shredder has been working constantly for a reasonable amount of time. So yeah, this thing is a godsend. I already sent enough workers to have at least 6 haulers, and everything is going much smoother. Now, moving into our industrial area, I had to pause a bunch of lumber mills because we have 1,000 planks. 1,000 planks. Maybe I let production run a little bit crazy without realizing it. Uh, Unfortunately, there is no way to set production limits in the game, at least not yet, so sometimes production can get a little bit out of hand. Now, paper, we want to accumulate paper because dynamite uses a lot of it, so that's not a lot of paper. We'll go through that very quickly. Don't worry about it. And over here we have 2 more gears, because gears are one of the bottlenecks that we are facing right now. It is the gears, because the metal blocks we already have. And in all of these, gears. A bunch of gears. So, how about we increase our gear production as well? Oh, the engine, it is active. Look at it going. Oh, we need more logs. That's fine, because even though it doesn't look like it, okay, there is some log storage over here, even though it is rather empty. Our log production is taking a little bit of a hit, but I think it's understandable when a big chunk of this building has just appeared in the last cycle or two. We went through our log supplies rather rapidly, building all of this, and I haven't yet stopped because I just keep adding more and more and more and more. I can't stop adding stuff to this. Like, before smartphones, I had one of those flip phones that go up and down, you know. And in one of those flip phones, I had one game. It was like a game of stacking small apartments. I don't remember the game, but pretty much you had like a crane that was swinging, and then you had to tap a button, and a piece of an apartment would fall. And I would love that game, really. I would spend hours playing that freaking game. And for some reason, this thing reminds me of that as well, and I just can't stop stacking buildings on top of buildings. But there is a point to all of this, okay, guys? There is a point to all of this. My insanity is not without reason, okay? My objective is to reach as high as this block over here, because if we go into leisure, there is one thing called a temple, which we can unlock right now, just so I can show you guys. This thing cannot be built on top of buildings. It's a ground-only structure, and I intend on building it right here, on top of that mountain. But before I can build this thing over here, I still have to fill all of this area with buildings, because it would not look right otherwise. So that's what is driving my insanity. But in any case, it doesn't matter how insane I can go, I still need to stick to the plan, and the plan is to build explosives. At least 3 factories are going to be necessary. Like, explosives are built relatively quickly, but still, if we want to do any sort of proper terraforming, at least 3 factors are needed. Now, more than that, we also are going to need to add an engine to this. We also are going to need to add an engine to this thing to provide it with much needed power. Now the question is, where will I put this engine? Oh, we have another drought coming. I probably am going to forget to close the levees, but that's fine. You know, I often forget a lot of things. The water supply that we have built will be more than enough, even if this is a 10-day drought. It's just that, well, I sometimes get so focused on what I'm doing over here with this building that I completely forget everything else. So we were able to accumulate a little bit of wheat, and now we are starting to produce some flour. Next in line is the bakeries, but those consume gears as well. Apparently, this thing is not being supplied. Maybe we need more haulers around here. Let me see. We have unemployed people. Maybe we could employ a few more to carry a few items around. And there we go. We have our drought started, and I completely forgot to raise the level. Oh well. Forgot to raise the levies and all of that. I think I might still get... No! Damn it! I hate this about the game. I'm not pressing my mouse, and as you can see over there, this thing gets stuck. God damn it. Oh, the drought has ended. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Well, that's actually good timing, because I'm pretty much done over here. I am pretty much done over here, so if you guys would want to see what I'm doing, now would be the time. I just need to figure out how to bring those stairs down, but that's pretty simple. There we go, something like this. Bam. That's connected, bam bam bam. And there we go. See, this is pretty much what I had in mind. Now, there is a few things missing. The temple, obviously, which we are going to take care of right freaking now. The temple has been built. Well, at least it has been placed. And then, what we need is to go into decorations and start unlocking all of these roofs. Let me see, I have plenty of science points, because these are going to be very, very important. What is this? Beaver statue, benches, sure, shrubs, and yeah, all the decorations, please. Thank you. But before we go into decorations, one final thing, I want to build through. And I can only get 2 bakeries. Well, that's fine. I like to add these bakeries and grills on top of buildings, because it makes it look like they have chimneys on them. And the design of the grill and the bakery actually blends in rather nicely, so that is how we are going to proceed over there. But now for decorations we can slow down a little bit, because now the only things we have to do is to finish beautifying this thing, putting a few roofs here and there in places that we're not going to build anything, but for example, in a place like that, like this, right, we have a tiny little bit of room. We can build the 1 bench and 1 Jesus, I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. 1 shrub over there, 1 shrub over there. See, we can put these things, just make it look pretty. There we go. I'm also going to add a bunch of baby tanks over here, as our population also needs to increase, and it's taking its time, so why not make a few more babies? And over here, let's go like this. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Now, I think that's going to be pretty much it. This is going to take them a little bit of time, but now that the drought has ended, we have resumed gear production, finally. So most of these things should be done relatively soon. Oh, look at this, guys. Just look at this. We have built so many paths. It is so complicated to walk around in this amalgamation that we actually have run out of space in our district, or in this case we have stretched these paths long enough that this is no longer part of our district. How interesting. So this means that these things will not be connected. And so it's not even worth building them here. Let's take a look. District thingy, where is you? Here it is. Okay, so we can build one more over there. One more baby tank. Baby tanks. Here we go. And then, just to make it look nice, we can either put one of these, which I don't like, or we can put one of these. There we go. See? Make it look a little bit nicer. Oh, we got level 7. We got level 7 because we got nutrition level 3. And that's it, because we already have a bakery going. Nice. We have a little bit of flour accumulated, so this bakery should be good to go for a very long time. Well guys, it's been 2 hours from I don't know how long this episode is, but it has been 2 hours from me, and we are 6 gears away from getting our first stick of dynamite, and as I say that, we are only 4 gears away. Jesus, well, at least one of the objectives that we had for this episode has already been achieved, which is a grain, flour, and bread. At least that, but we are not going to end without having the boomsticks in our hand. Hell no. Well, my plan has been ruined, guys. Because the temple is not connected to the district, because it is too far away from the district, even though the district is right there. But we can fix that. Okay, we can fix that, because unfortunately the only connection that we have to the district is through this amalgamation over here. And that is, well, the calculation is way too long, right? This road is too many kilometers wide, but we can circumvent that by going around, because this road over here is straight to the district, or as straight as one can hope. As we can see, is rather green, right? So we are gonna go over here and over here. We're gonna put a pair of stairs, connect to that. More stairs and more stairs. Connect and connect. Hell no! After all of this work, the game will not ruin this for me. It is so perfect. Okay, my vision has been realized. I can't believe I was able to do this, and the game is trying to ruin this for me, guys. I will not allow this to happen. But in any case, we are on our way to our first stick of dynamite, and the first stick is going to be used right here, because this tiny little brick of stone is in my way, and I want it gone. So let's just wait for the beavers to deliver the explosive. Okay guys, the stick of dynamite is set, so let's detonate it. Boom! There goes the dynamite. And I wanted to do that so I can put another one of these over here. And like this. And like this. But I'm not going to do that because, well, otherwise I will have no access to this area. So first we'll have to build this one step at a time, but that was the purpose. So finally guys, we have access to dynamite. We still have a lot of things to build that requires gears, but luckily we are on the end of it. We have a drought coming, but future me can deal with it. And that is going to set the end for this episode, guys. We have explosives, and we have the wheat being turned into the flour, which is turned into bread, and that is just fantastic. Hopefully this will work. Let's see. I suppose that we can wait for one extra log before we end the episode. It did work. Okay, thank you game. My vision can be realized, but this is something for future me to finish. Like I said guys, this marks the end of this episode, so I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye!